Good morning guys and welcome back. In this video we're gonna start a new analysis tool and it is called descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics are used to describe the basic features of a data in a study and they provide simple summaries about the sample and the measures including their average, their median, their mode and a lot of other notations that we're gonna explain after doing this example. So here I have some scores of a certain number of students on a certain course and I need to find their descriptive analysis. So I'm going to select data and then go to data analysis, and in data analysis I have to select descriptive statistics here. I'm going to click on OK, and then here for my input range, these are my input range. They are grouped in column, and you can of course keep the scores and then click on labels in the first row. Now for the output range, of course you can select a new worksheet if you're gonna put your descriptive statistics in a new sheet, or a new workbook if you're gonna put it inside a new Excel book. But I'm gonna select the output range, and then I have to indicate any cell here, and then I have to select the summary statistics and click on OK. So I have here a summary of the descriptive statistics, including mean, standard error, median, mode, and so on. I'm going to explain each one apart and how to find it using this PowerPoint. So guys, basically the mean is in fact the average of these numbers. So you can guys here find the average using the built-in function average inside Excel. So at the average of what? Of these scores, and then you're going to have the same answer. What about the median? I'm going to skip the standard error for now. What about the median? The median is basically the middle number in a sorted list of numbers. So in order to find, guys, what is the median, I have to sort these numbers. So I'm going to copy them into another column and then click on data and then sort them. So sort them. Continue with the current selection, and I'm going to sort them from the smallest to the largest. So as you can see, guys, this is how I can sort the numbers in Excel. And then the middle grade here, since I have an even number, 14 grades, so the middle will be this one and this one. So it is the number 7 grade and number 8, and then I have to find their average, and this average will be 85. If their number is odd, I don't have any problem. I can select directly the middle number, because in fact if it is odd, let's say I'm gonna remove the last one, which is 100, then I'm gonna have 13 grades. So 13 grades will give me this one, which is grade number 7, as my middle number, because I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 above it, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 below it. Alright, now since their number is even, I have to find the average between these two middle numbers that are 82 and 88. That's why the median is 85. Now what is mode? Mode is basically the value that appears most often. It is the value x at which the probability mass function takes its maximum value. In other words, it is the value that is most likely to happen. Like here, guys, what is the grade that happens to be twice or more than 2? It is 93, because I have here 93 and here 93. So I have 293, that's why this will be the mode. Now, what is the range, which is this one? Basically, the range is the maximum minus the minimum grade. So this will be the range. And what is the count? The count is the number of these grades that are 14. Alright, so I have 14 grades, this is the count, this is the minimum, this is the maximum, and the range will be the difference between minimum and maximum. Now, what about the standard deviation? Guys, the standard deviation is an indicator of how far my grades are from the mean, from the average grade. Alright, so if there is a lot of deviation in this class, or all the students, they have close grades, all right, close to the mean. So this is called the standard deviation, and this is its equation. It is x, which is the grade, minus the mean grade, which is here 81.21, over the count, which is 14 minus 1, and then I have to square this distance, and the radical one will be the standard deviation. Now the variation is the standard deviation without this square root, while the standard error is normalized by n, which is the number of grades, or which is the population. This standard error, whenever I normalize a value by the number of the scores, I'm getting rid from the influence of this number on my value. Alright, so this is for the standard error, deviation, and variance. Now, what about the skooners and cutenesses? In fact, guys, the skooners is the measure of how far I am from the normal distribution. So if I am very close to the normal distribution, my skooners will be very close to 0. If I am skewed to the left, my skooners will be positive. If I am skewed to the right, like this case here, my skooners will be negative. The last one is the cutenesses, and the cutenesses here is negative. Negative means all my value are under the normal distribution. So this is whenever I have a negative cutenesses. If my value will compose a distribution that is higher than the normal distribution, then I'm gonna have a positive cutenesses. Now guys, if I need to take some decision based on the descriptive statistics. Let's say, for example, I have this example where I have to select Jack or Jill to run up the hill. Alright, so I know that Jack has a mean of 100 seconds to run up this hill, and Jill has the same mean, which is also 100. However, Jack has a very large standard deviation, which means Jack can run up this hill with a time of 85, while Jill is almost consistent. So Jill, the values of the time to run up the hill for Jill, they are always close to the mean. So I should select basically Jill, even if Jack has the minimum time to select this, to run up this hill. However, he is not consistent. Jill is consistent, which means I don't have high risk to exceed this mean. So it is basically based on the standard deviation. Alright guys, so whenever my values are close to the mean, then this has a very low standard deviation, so I am here at low risk. If my values are far away from my mean, even if I have the same mean, but I'm gonna have here a high risk if I want to select this one. Thank you.